This is the difference, you know what I mean? It's like one mongs you out and fucks you up and turns your world upside down, and the other one gives you breeze of light and love, and just like you're in a chariot and you're just driving through the world and saying, yes, I feel the buzz, I feel the goodness. Yeah, hello, is that Ghana cars? Yeah, wicked.
Can you tell me where you want to go, please?
Can you take me to Tottenham Hale, please? Yeah, just near the train station.
I know that place. I know that place. No, don't worry. I know that place, you know. Oh, sorry, that is my exhaust.
I'm going out tonight, man, and I'm looking on getting little ting, you know what I mean? A little weed. Any chances, you know?
What kind of things you want?
Good things knocking about at the moment. I'm looking for some original herb, you know, not this fucking shit skunk bollocks.
The skunk has taken over. Before I was doing this job, I used to have the best weed, you know, for Africa. Now I'm forced to do mini cab and a little bit of 419 with my cousin.
Look at the board here. Charis, Durban, Afghan, all the original weeds are the real things. Plus interference from the Dutchman with a long hat and a skinny body. Plus market forces that want to make even greater money. Plus high yield over the equation of fucked up ideals, and you get the end result. S-K. Skunk.
Applause for the doctor! Sit down!
But I'm not really feeling it. I'm not feeling the doctor on that one. The doctor forgot to mention I grade. The highest grade, Kiki, is what we bun in our ghetto.
Yeah, but it's the whole thing, innit? It's the whole thing. It's not the individual weed.
You're supposed to keep some of that down low because the white folks can't take it too much. Trust me on that one. Trust me.
You know, more to the point about weed, you need to ask yourself the question, how all of a sudden we got such bad quality weed and such good quality crack, heroin, and all the other high A-class drugs. It's ridiculous.
And another question you got to ask yourself, I don't care how good quality heroin is why all these celebrities who got all this money throw it away on some bad trips.
Because
I'm not going to mention Michael Battymore, but you know what I'm saying.
Don't just say that. Battymore.
Nothing wrong with a little batting for the other
I said I'm not going to mention that. What is the connection? What is the connection between celebrities, pop stars, millionaires who make loads of money and getting fucked up on drugs?
You know what it is?
Why?
I'll tell you what I think it is, because some people, they get thrown in at the deep end. You know what I mean? I'm sure the majority of us, I've smoked weed since the age of 14, whatever. You come through and you graduate, you smoke weed and maybe you move on to cigarettes. You know what I mean? And through the years, you know, it's true. For me, that's a true thing.
Same, yeah.
But, and cigarettes is the true evil. But some people that get thrown in, they've never been around drugs. They've never come from that kind of culture where there's drugs around them. And suddenly they're into the big bang fest, cokes on the table, fucking Henry, cracking it out. And they don't understand what it's going to do to them, you know what I mean? They don't understand the gravity of it because they haven't graduated through the scene. And I'm not saying it's a good thing to take hard drugs. I mean, everything in moderation. Do what you want to do. Everyone's a free man, everyone's a free woman. But at the end of the day, if you start on something that's moderate, you understand what drugs are about. You know what I mean? If you go straight into fucking
Everybody wants to respond. Neo, you go first. You were waiting, man.
There's just this thing about wanting to be a celebrity. There's something that goes hand in hand with that, with wanting to self-destruct.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it.
And do you know what I mean? And people that have that urge to be famous, there is a giant hole in their lives which they need to fill whatever way they possibly can. And when they get to that pinnacle, it's like, shit, is this it? I still need something to fill me up.
But don't it's one of those things that when you become a celebrity, when you've got loads of money, when you're well known, you start to mix in a certain circle, and it's just, you know, we've all mixed around those circles. It's just the done thing.
I think
just expect because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah, but that doesn't have to send you over the edge. It doesn't have to fuck you up. But you have to have that extremist streak in you. That self-destruct streak in you too.
Well, I actually think cocaine is a social thing. Just everybody does it.
Not everybody does.
Not everybody.
I'm going to say there's a lot of people within that celebrity circle who do cocaine. You know, at certain places. I won't
they feel like they
mention
have to do it.
Yeah, and they feel that they have to. And actually, I've been around people who've gone to me. Oh, do you want a line? And I go no, and then they go, oh, Donna's a good girl. No, she doesn't.
Yeah, but you get that.
to him. I said, listen, how fucked up is that you're dissing me because I won't do drugs?
Yeah, man.
What the fuck is
That's
that?
schoolyard stuff.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The pressure amongst that whole circle to actually do it is very high.
I know a lot of people, right, that aren't celebrities, that take drugs, that make those celebrities look like they don't even know they ain't even tasted drugs yet, right? And
For real.
Big things are gone.
Now, if we're going to talk about that circle, that social circle of good times, of, at the end of the week, we're all going to let our hair down, have a good time. Now, first of all, where does it start? Does it start with being a severe alcoholic, battering their family? Is that, or does it start with what drugs do you take, Norm? Well, I'm going to say to you live on national television that I'm very fortunate that I come of a time, born in 1966, when there were real grasses on the earth. Right? Like, to this day, right, I will never forget the day when I had bronchial asthma at age 9, and there I was with my seedling with the lamp in a cupboard.
Yeah,
when my mum was on
speed it
her
up,
holiday.
speed it up, man.
You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right, growing my seedling slowly, and my and I'm trying to be all sly, I'm a clever little boy. My granny, who was over from Jamaica, came in, and she just went, "Don't you think you should put it on the shelf and let the sun hit it?" Why are you burning all your mum's electricity off? Number one, right, major mistake. Number two is that she turned round and made that a legal herb. How? She said to me, "Well, back home, you know, we boil up the herb and we make a drink out of it and get rid of your bronchitis."
Yeah.
Right? Over here, the reason why everyone's got bad chest and cancer is because they keep mixing the weed with tobacco, the number one drug.
Yeah.
So why are you going to go off on a tangent about coke, heroin, smack, rubber, or whatever? It's stupid. Right? The point is that it is a peer pressure thing. It is a social thing. When you're in a group of things, I'll be in there, "Oh, go on, show us your legs. Go on, show us your legs." No, go on. Everyone's saying it to her. Eventually, all right, just to please her when she shows us her legs.
Easy,
right?
man.
Have a spliff, have a spliff.
I get your point.
Everyone's smoking, you're sick of it smoking, you pick it up.
80% of the drug dealers in me aren't probably the cleverest people you know. Their maths are fantastic or whatever. They all fuck up the minute they start dabbling in their own product.
It's not just about
Scarface. He was bang on it. Then he started getting messy.
Let me just make the point, it's not just about drugs. It's that we all reinvent ourselves when we go around in life, you know. The person that does it the best, in my experience, is Jeffrey Archer, man. Every time you see him, the ultimate trickster, reinvent himself almost like a chameleon, and he bounces back and he's going to do it again.
He's a plum, isn't he?
He's a plum. Yeah, exactly. Tell you, if we're going to talk about a politician, right, because Jeffrey Archer's an idiot and he's doing Bird.
Let's talk about
Major! There's a geezer!
I've got a picture of Major.
Hold on.
That's shocking. That's just the most shocking thing.
Okay, Norms, how would you reinvent him? If you were his PR guy, keep it sweet though.
What, reinvent John Major?
Yeah.
Well, if I was his PR guy, that's what I'm talking about.
Welcome. We've been waiting for you for some time, man. Okay, yeah. How many pieces have you got? How much do I owe you?
The size of that bag, I thought he was the Charlie.
15.
Pizzas don't get any cheaper at all, man. But thanks a lot and all that. $49.50. Anybody got any cash with them?
Normski.
Anybody got any cash with them? Oh, the doctor, man, sit down, it's fine.
I think that doctor's taking too much of his own prescription, man. Seriously.
You know what I mean, Norm?
He needs a Fensic.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's like, go on, doctor. Go on.
What I want to ask is there anybody in this room who's got a booty call?
What's a booty call?
What's
a booty call?
We should explain. If you're a married man or a married woman, is that you have your ting on the side?
Is that like a Donna kind of thing, like a hatambuti? Hatambuti!
That's pretty much what it is. Is there anybody in the room who's got a booty call?
Yeah,
because
Donna, man. Seriously, we're exposed. You know, we're coming out tonight, Donna.
Do you really think?
Listen.
Do you really think anybody's going to sit here now and tell you that that's what's going on?
Well, you know what? You don't have to Big Brother program, didn't they? They had people outside there.
No, but
they playing that game, so people will.
Oh, yeah, but they're in there. They've got nothing better to talk about.
We started getting them in. Donna's had a booty call.
Girls being girls and all that.
Do explain.
Because you know.
Because you're a girl.
No, I'm saying that I had someone who was my booty call, who I went to when I needed, you know?
So how did that work out? Who was he?
I don't need to expose
Dirty gun on your dirty ways!
Yes! It's just a cool arrangement. I mean, I just don't think... I wasn't with anybody, but it was just a cool arrangement.
You know, anytime you have a cool arrangement...
Was he with somebody? But he was with someone.
Isn't that like escort
service? You know what? He actually wasn't with somebody. Yeah, he actually had a few girls, and I found out, and that's when I cut him off.
Was he good at
Because it's all right for me to be in control, but when he starts to, I'm like one of many. It's just not cool. Do you know what I mean? No.
Well, look, can we talk about Ellis for a second? Because Ellis has got enough dirty things going on in his life to write 5 whole chapters.
Start with the first one, Ellis.
Come on, Ellis, man.
Here right beside me. It's the dirtiest thing here. He told me about a dirty Sanchez move. Do you know what a dirty Sanchez is? This guy told me a dirty Sanchez. I'm going to show you a national TV.
Oh,
it's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Please
You take your finger, you poke it down the hole, and then you smell that shit.
That's a Sanchez.
Even more disgusting.
I think all men are inherently the same. Don't matter if you're Prime Minister, or you're on your way to being Prime Minister, or you deliver the pizza like the brother who just come. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, there's going to be a selection of men in the community who do that kind of thing.
Do what kind of thing?
There's a selection of men that will do that in all walks of life. Because it's inbred into mankind. Whether you resist it or you don't resist it.
But you can't resist it.
Why can't you resist it? Why can't you resist it? Of course you can resist it. That's weak.
It's a good time to bring Scorpio up because at the end of the day, we're talking about the expert in these matters. So would you call what you do booty calls?
No. Let me tell you about it.
What does he do?
Hold on. Let's find out what he does.
What do you do?
Let's find out just what you do. Let's find out just what you do because this video is what a typical day in your life would look like.
Would look like.
Hello? Hello? You ready? Come on in. Hurry up. Hello, hot pants.
Hiya.
Pleasure, niggas. It's a good one tonight. It's that guy from before, that businessman, the MD one, that likes to do the hit and run. Quick show, no problems. Stamp on him a bit, kick him around a bit, lock him up in the bathroom. You'll be out of there in 45 minutes. Don't forget, before you even close the door, get your money. Money in your hand before anything goes on. I'm not a pimp, I don't control no one. I just hook people up, and sometimes I get some just rewards. You know, having women around me all the time is nothing new to me. I've had it around me all my life. All my life. Most of the guys are guys who need a real escapism from their day-to-day life, even though their day-to-day life might be quite high-flying when it comes to financial gains. The run-ins of what they do, the where they've got to go, how they get there, the meetings they've got to sit through, all of it has become so mundane. I mean, it's not to say it's justifiable that they have to go and sort of release themselves by, you know, getting trussed up in cling film and kicked around by 2 hot bitches. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they seem to need this release of power. Most of them end up deferring from the sex. The sex becomes irrelevant. I suppose it's a lot of loneliness within them because, you know, like I said, a lot of guys can't be marching up and down an office block screaming and shouting at people if everybody in that place knows that, you know, he's going to run off and book into a travel lodge somewhere and spend his evening wanting to be called Tess. Do you know what I mean? If my daughter was to follow in the footsteps, should I say, and maybe take over this, whatever it might be, and be a party animal for the rest of her life, I just hope I've got enough money to look after her when she fucks up. Because I know that's the only way I get to keep on going, is because there's enough money to hold me up when I fuck up. There's no morality no more. There is no morals, is there? You can't have morals. You'd love to have morals. You'd like to have morals in the playground. You'd like to have morals everywhere. But no one's got morals. No one's got courtesy. No one's got respect. It's all fucked up. It's about how much cash you've got and how big you can build your wall. And however you get it, it doesn't really matter, does it? Others might say I'm a pimp. I don't know what I am. Here she comes. Look at that, bang on time. Lovely jubbly.
So was it that easy then?
Yeah.
So what are we doing? We're partying?
Yeah.
It's the legs, look.
I'll tell you what,
Hello,
you're taking the mickey when you say that you'd let your daughter do that.
No way.
Do.
Or are you?
What?
Do that.
No
Do
way.
what?
Whatever you think that is.
But what is it?
Going off with strange businessmen in hotel rooms
Yeah.
and tying them up in cling film for 45
So how
minutes.
many women have been chatted up in a club by a strange man and ended up going home and getting
Sex.
And not getting
That's
mad money.
different. That's different, though, Scorpio.
Why is it different?
When you
Why is
say,
it
when you
different?
say, no, when you say that you'd let your daughter do that.
I didn't say I'd let my daughter do it. I said if my daughter chose to do it.
Then he would have to be there to be.
Then I'd have to be there to support her. I can't do anything else but support her. I can't demean her because she decided to be...
So you wouldn't be
That's
happy
reality,
about it. So you wouldn't be happy about it if your daughter did it.
I won't be either way about it. There's no consideration about it,
no,
is
there's
there?
no way.
Have you got a daughter?
Yeah, I've got a daughter and a son.
And you don't feel any way about that?
No, sex is sex. Whatever people get their kicks at, what can you do about it in the...
Respect him for being honest, though, you know what I mean?
All those girls that I deal with have got fathers and mothers. It's not like they just landed on the planet. They were all brought up. Most of them are brought up pretty well. Even most of them even went to private school and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's not like they're just aliens put onto this planet just to satisfy businessmen and what have you. But there's that void, isn't there, that needs to be filled. And
Supply and demand, baby. Supply and demand.
Whether it's drugs, yeah, it's usually...
Don't you worry about them. Just give me a telephone number. I'll tell you out to it.
And that's the thing about it. People want kicks, don't they? It refers back... You was all talking about the drugs thing. I find most of the people that I've met that are into drugs in a certain kind of way, I'm not talking about, you know, the generalisation kind of things that we've been doing, but it's through boredom. I mean, a lot of these stars are bored most of the time, you know. I mean, like filming a TV show, I mean, everyone's done it, you know. 60% is production, 40% is the actual show, whether you do it in music. I mean, the amount of times that you've sat in a studio, you've sat in a music studio, and the engineer's fucking tinkering, tankering on a computer.
What's that got to do with pimping and prostitution?
Because, you know, most of the times you have to deliver them to the studios as well.
So
I think, yeah, what we were talking about is just providing a service. And I think prostitution is, you're just paying money for sex. It's just like buying a service.
Legalise it, man. Legalise it.
So how comes all the women are keeping quiet on this subject?
Because they feel a way about it. Because at the end of the day, women have still got this...
Speak.
Hold on, they can speak after this, but women have still got this problem in actually dealing with just having sex. Just sex. No. Oh, I like it. That's what I'm saying. You see, you're all doing it again where you don't let someone finish. They have to have something in response to that man, whether he's attractive, witty, he's got a personality.
Of course he's got to be attractive, otherwise...
But why?
Because
I'm not going to go and sleep with an ugly woman, am I?
Why
no,
not?
but women sleep with ugly men.
That's a lie. I've seen some of your chicks. At least they are chicks.
Are you saying
Don't try and come at me, bro. I'll take you out, son.
Like, a woman can't just have sex with a guy. Is that what you're trying to say? Because if you're saying that, then
you say they always get emotionally involved.
No, I didn't say that. There's something that they've got to key into with that man to have sex.
Yeah, but the same with guys.
No, it's not the same with guys.
Of course it is.
You have 10 of these in a pub on a Saturday night, the barmaid becomes fucking Jordan. I'm telling you that for 9 out of 10 men. Once they get the tinkering going...
You're right.
Thank you, okay? Didn't you just say about the booty call? The guy had 6 and 7. How did that make you feel? You're quite delicious.
But I didn't know.
Yeah, but how does it make you feel?
I left.
Linda speak.
I'm just saying that's a huge generalisation that women have a problem with sex. Women may have a problem with, you know, being paid for sex. There's a huge bloody difference between those two things.
I know of women that love sex and will be more than happy to get paid
what I'm saying
to have
is,
sex.
what we're forgetting here, what we haven't even addressed is some people can't go out and have... Hold on a minute!
Hold it down, come on.
That's easy, man, come on.
My vibe, but that's their vibe.
Some people can't go out to a bar and have sex. You have people who are unable to. No,
For what reason?
For you have disabled people that use prostitutes.
Okay.
You have
Listen,
man,
where we going with this?
No, this is a true fucking. This is a true thing. You know what I mean? You got people for many different circumstances and many different reasons who can't go out and who've got the same drive as the next man. Why should they be denied? You know what I mean? They're paying for their service. It's something that's provided for them. Then people can't go out to a bar. They can't go Magaluf on an 1830 and deal with it one time. You know what I mean?
I don't want to do that.
And another point is, if you're going out just for like a quick thing and a quick casual bit of sex, you go out, you spend money, you meet someone, you bring her back, you have sex, it's all over. It's the same shit. You know what I mean? There ain't no real feeling there. Yeah. It's exactly the same thing. It's a quicker and easier route. Yeah. It's a quicker and easier route. And a surefire thing.
Listen to me for a second, yeah? I have never gone out of my way to walk street thinking, boy, I really feel like something.
All I want to know is if you've ever been with a prostitute, male or female.
If you don't let a man speak, you know, it's no good me having me in the studio, you know.
You sit down.
Simply, I've been with women that I didn't pay for, but by the time I left them, she should have just as well been a prostitute. Right? We need to get a little bit of humour in this and stop trying to be the fucking dimble-digger, fucking whatever we're talking here. Because this isn't like the vibe I want, man. It ain't right. We all end up paying.
Hey, Normski.
We got stories. I can tell you stories about things, right? Yeah.
Whether it's shoes or bags or whatever. Your story.
No, because I'm going to break it up because I need to create some ice.
Okay, hold on a second.
Let me just say.
No. Let me just
wait. Just going to say, no, Normski. You are so 100% right. I haven't said anything for 10 minutes because I tell you what, it's the fucking news night. What's going on here?
That apparently increases the sexual libido of
is that
women.
not just cocaine?
I haven't even heard of it.
That's called.
Is it something that would be interesting? Hold on.
That's cocaine.
Come on, let's have a bit of order, guys.
No, it's not something I'd be interested in.
Janet, is there something you'd be interested in?
It's something I invented. Drink all the
That's worth a try, isn't it?
Linda, anything you'd be interested in?
Not particularly, no.
Any of the fellas, one at a time.
Can I just say something? The Greek has drank all the beer. See what I mean? You let a Greek into the play. First he starts a barbecue on the side of the motorway, and then he drinks all the beer.
Never trust a Greek. It's Homer. But don't worry. Anybody else interested in this nasal spray?
Yeah, I'd like a bottle of it now. No. And let's see what happens to Dora in 5 minutes.
Can we experiment on Bunner?
The thing is with the nasal spray is surely that it's not targeted at any one person. So you're either going to get mobbed.
Either women.
You're gonna. No, yeah, but that's what I mean. What I mean is you walk into a club and then suddenly you've got 20. Like they'll just rush you. Is it what? How does it work? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, what if a whole group of women are all wearing and they go into
Like there's an assumption that women's libidos need increasing.
Yes,
Hang on, that's a good question.
I read this report, and it's 40% of women have a low sex drive. So why shouldn't they have their sex drive boosted? And I think if you want to sneak it in and
is that Christmas pudding ready or what?
Oh, no, there's a Space Norman doing some press-ups. But if you want to sneak it in on a sneaky tip, I think you put it into a little Vicks Sinex. You know what I mean? You wait for a girl to get a little cold. You pass it over.
No. If it's your girl, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Your relationship is done.
They're just bored of their man.
I'm talking about my neighbour's wife.
Leave her alone. You're the driver of the bang bus.
Where's Ellis, man? Ellis is the originator of this drug.
Ellis is the originator of bang bus.
A drug like that, it's no point. It's garbage. It's total garbage.
Yeah,
it's just some scientist somewhere just, he's on cocaine. He's like,
you know this
You've been out to buy the porno magazines for years and years.
That kind of thing.
Again, you've been out to buy porno magazines.
Nah, I'll tell you what, it was invented by some guy.
It's like sea monkeys. It's the same thing. You know, on the back of comics when you were a kid. It's like it doesn't work.
Really,
it doesn't make any difference. Who knows, man? I'm just not willing to try. I don't need to try.
And I'm certainly not
anyway. But whether it's Italian men.
But actually, having said, look, we're all here having a giggle and a laugh about it. But if you really think about it, if you think about it, check out Viagra. What has that done for certain men?
Totally
and what
right.
It gives you a honestly,
it gives you a certain
shit. Blood, yeah, who wants to be walked with?
Exactly.
This is the female Viagra, though.
Yeah, but
this
but
is
I mean, that's
female
ridiculous.
Viagra.
How does it work?
Yeah,
You know,
but Ellis,
like they said, you walk into a place and all of a sudden everybody's
thing,
going
though,
to
is
run
you
into
see,
one guy.
women are sexual to men.
Donna is.
You with me? Women are sexual to everyone. Women are sexual to everybody.
What about
Yeah, I
Janet?
mean, whatever you see in a woman, you can, you know, pick out little things.
Cameraman are laughing! Cameraman are laughing! Get the cameraman! Cameraman, knock you on her!
So now, let me finish. The lens is going in and out. I've got to go back to the Mobos. I mean, if you looked at the Mobos the other night, and sort of took into context all the women that were there, I mean, how many pairs of pants did we see? How many short skirts did we see? I mean, women turn around and they say, oh, but I do it for myself. Do what for yourself?
Absolutely.
A nice black Armani suit's fucking better than a little short frilly thing that gets caught up in your panties. You with me? It's just this thing where women project sex all the time without them knowing it. Because it's not their problem. It's how we react to it.
Doc, can I say something? Listen, I think we're missing we're missing the whole point of this. From a medical perspective, you've got a marriage, it ain't functioning efficiently. You know what I mean?
Stick up her nose and fuck her.
Wait. If you come from the truth, if you come from children, if you come from the Troodos Mountains, alright. But from a medical, hold tight, Donna. More-time panting.
Come on.
Fuck's sake.
Bushman.
You know what I mean? Bush. Where is the bush?
He doesn't want to speak.
Listen. From a medical perspective, you've got a husband and wife. They want to stay together. She don't want it no more for whatever reason. Maybe the kids ain't
feeling him.
Give us a bit.
And this 6 kids.
This could be. This is a great thing for marriage. You know, for couples who want to stay together, don't want to fuck about. You know what I mean? If you ain't having sex in a marriage or in a relationship, things ain't gonna be right. They're never gonna last. You know what I mean? And everybody knows that. Who's a realist? Come on. If you ain't having it, at least you know what I mean, 3 times a day.
5 times a day.
No, but seriously, if you ain't having it though, if you ain't having it, and that can help, it's a good, beneficial thing. We're all approaching it from the dirty Sanchez perspective of going into a nightclub, and, you know what I mean, and pulling up a girl's nostrils and just shoving it up there. It ain't about that. It's about the proper medical perspective on the whole
But that's what I said. Maybe older women or women who have sexual problems. It's good for them. Yeah.
So not only older and younger women. Not all women are like you. Donna, not all women are like you know.
What's your point?
More time panting. You walk in a room and all the brothers start ordering pizza with only sauce. What's all that about? You know what I mean? Before we used to get cheese and pepperoni and courgette. You walk in the room, it's just a plain pizza, please. You know what I mean? What's going on?
I just realised I got these 2 massive dictionaries as a present, being the kind of literary type. Hold it.
Oh my God.
You're boring friends, isn't you?
That's it. You know, you get free tickets to the Mobos, I get a dictionary. But, you know, I thought that booty was like a... Am I a bit late here? I thought booty was like a real street word. And
It is.
I don't think John Major was saying it to Edwina.
I thought prosthetic was a real underground word. But what becomes of our words when you pick up the shorter Oxford English Dictionary and booty's right there?
Like a short ankle-length boot.
And no, well, it's also listen. Here's their description of booty: the buttocks, the backside.
Oh yeah, proper booty.
Ebonics, man.
Is that what we mean by it?
I thought it was what
And the reason it's in there is because it's been thrown around the Jamaican language for years.
Have you heard that great? Because all this is, there's got any ebonics in the fucking dictionary. There's that real funny ebonics joke, which is a white guy has a toy shop and they call it Toys R Us. A black guy has a toy shop and he calls it Toys Be Us and shit.
You know what? It's a shame that...
You're the Black Benny Hill, brother. That's all I can say.
Did this go into... Is this the brand new...
Yeah, this is the latest one. This is the latest one.
It's a shame that kind of William Hague... Do you remember when William Hague turned up at Notting Hill Carnival with a baseball cap on? It's a shame that you can just imagine these kind of politicians getting through it and going, oh my God, booty, right, OK. Hello, darling. Lovely booty. Pick up yourself.
So what I want to know is what word from the underground do you think isn't in here? What word from the underground?
Ting.
Honey.
Yeah, honey.
Honey's in here, you know that. Ting's in here, of course Ting's in here. Ting must be in here, man. Which other word?
How about Bombo Club?
This is a good one. What the rasp? We'll come to that in a second. You look for Ting. What I'm going to do.
How about, Dot, is there a bit about Hatan bullshit?
I'm going to come to that as well.
You know when certain words get into the dictionary or the mainstream, that means that it's like 20 years after it's been floated around.
So we've got to stop using them.
Case in point, on Sunday, The Observer had like that. You saw that as well, the small piece that was going on about bashment. It's like as though it's just kind of appeared out of nowhere.
It takes that long to manifest itself.
That's why you got to get yourselves good dictionaries to know which words you should stop using. But hey,
no. All I've got to do is live on the streets of Hackney, and then I know what words.
This is the point. This is the point where we can all contribute and have a little bit of kind of spiritual bonding amongst us. Because I don't know about you, but after going to see Miss Dynamite on the Mobos, I've got to be honest, I'm feeling her, you know. Not the way that the doctor's feeling her, but I think she's
I'm feeling her.
What, because of the way she speaks, you mean?
Yeah, not just because of that, because I think what she's doing is exactly what she should be doing. And like Paul, I think, was saying earlier, you know, expressing something for Black Britain that hasn't been expressed for a long while. I'm feeling her just the same way as I was feeling England during the World Cup. They turned out 6 black players.
Oh, man, give it up. Give it up.
I'm glad I got your respect finally. What are you guys feeling? Let's go around. Neil, what are you feeling?
Do you know what? I'm a hip hop head from way back, and that's my thing. But you know what I'm feeling? Dirty garage bass lines. That's what I'm feeling.
Ammunition.
Okay, Janet. Bingo, what are you feeling?
Not in any lifestyle term. What I'm really feeling is my 21-month-old boy's attempt to speak.
What's the first word? Said.
Do. Which means...
It's been watching The Simpsons!
Now listen, I could be. Hold on. I actually thought Janet was going to say she was feeling her PMT, but no, seriously, what are you feeling?
That's all that gin and tonic.
What are you feeling?
I'm feeling the first successful teleportation of photons. And I'll tell you why.
That's good enough.
I'll tell you why, because I like Star Trek. I don't care if you don't like Star Trek.
I didn't ask you why. I asked you what you were feeling, Donna.
I'm feeling the fact that Topshop is selling cheap clothes that look like designer wear.
Hey, Ellis, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling these nuts.
Ellis, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling, and it's mainly because
and don't say a brothel.
No, not yet. Not today. I'm feeling. It's sad. I have to say, it's very sad. I've got to say it, but I'm getting to 30. I'm worried about having a belly and a double chin. So I'm feeling Men's Health magazine.
Yeah.
Shit.
Male PMT.
Insecurity.
Yeah, my man.
No, I'm feeling two things. I'm feeling London because it's still the only town and only city in England.
Greatest city on earth.
Yeah, and in definitely Europe. New York gives us a good run for our money, but London is just running things right now. And I'm feeling Angie Stone because there's a big, black, beautiful woman just getting her groove on, and you gotta love that.
She's Yankee.
Yeah, and Miss Dynamite as well. You gotta love her.
Dynamite!
Okay, you thought I missed out with you, Steve. What are you feeling?
When?
Right now. You're not feeling.
Horny.
Normski, what are you feeling?
I want to be feeling Donna as well.
Normski, what are you feeling?
What dirty thing.
Everyone wants to feel you, Donna. What's running?
Not me, though.
Let the man speak.
The cameraman wants to feel Donna.
Dirty cameraman!
What are you feeling, man?
I'm going to draw a picture of the cameraman.
Dirty.
Feel it quick.
I'm feeling like going around and thumping everyone in their mouth and letting other people speak.
Good. Well, the good news...
Finish, I was joking. You ain't going to rush past me like that, are you? I love the thing about London, because in London we've got that.
Great.
Right, but let me finish, because it's important for me to say this. But really deep down, right, what I'm feeling, right, is how here in Great Britain, right, we are able to continually reinvent dance music non-stop. We lead the world. Right? And that is what I'm feeling.
Can I just speak up for the cameraman and tell everyone what he's feeling? You know what I mean? Because the cameraman's the living dark one. The living undercover Agent X. I remember playing with him things while I'm playing with the camera.
In there.